Your surname might not be your real surname. It might be your family's shield against the state. I just found a video that hit quite hard. It featured black South Africans who reclassified as colored during apartheid, not for status, but for survival. They changed their names, they gave up their languages, and some of them, maybe even some of you, carry surnames today that are invented to pass.
The beauty of the Karoo's wide open spaces belie a cruel apartheid past in which black people were made to survive by passing themselves off as coloureds. During the apartheid years, the Karoo became by law an official coloured preference area. For black people, it became a hostile place to live and work.
Those years of apartheid, they were the most privileged because, to my thinking, they were the most privileged because the color of their skin and the language they were talking.
By sekere plekke kon jy nie werk kry nie. Want jy dra 'n dompas, jy moet eers na die magistraat toe gaan om 'n pas te kry om by 'n sekere dorp in te gaan as jy swart was, waar die kleurling oral kon gaan.
Under apartheid's racial classification laws, you were either white, black, colored, or Indian. But what most people don't know is that you could apply to change your racial classification, and the system allowed it, especially from black to colored, if you looked acceptable.
Speaking Afrikaans was also another priority, because if you go to the bus and say you can't speak Afrikaans, then you say, I have no time to waste on you. Hanman. Those were all attempts, as I see them, to make a black man feel that he is nothing if he's not a colored.
Or had a plausible enough story.
In those days, it was so coward when the police were getting you here and they suspect you to be an Xhosa or an Zulu or an African person, if I may put it that way. They had that tactic they use. You know, there is those words, they call it yakals. Now they will ask you to say yakals. The moment you can say yakalashe, they will take you and throw you into the van because they can see you are a chance taker.
And the rewards? No passbook, better schools, better jobs, and less harassment. And this wasn't rare. Between 1983 and 1990, at least 1,827 people were reclassified from black to colored. And in 1984 alone, 89 people made that switch. By 1985, over 1,000 people were being reclassified annually. Some altered their surnames, turning Makone into Kun, turning Ntuli into Julies. Some completely abandoned their home languages so that their children wouldn't slip up in public.
En ons moes dus aan 'n skelm iets kyk om skool by te woon. En dis hoekom ons toe my van moes verander, net 'n paar letters in my van. Ons spel dit uit Masimela, maar ons moes dit toe Masimela maak om goedgekeur te word by die kleerlingskool.
This wasn't self-hate, it was survival, but survival that came at a cost.
My brother is Ndamane, but he changed to Damas. And he's living in Cape Town as Damas. He's a colored now. His kids doesn't even know a single Xhosa word.
Because many children grew up disconnected from their heritage, their language, and their lineage, and some never knew why. Some of us today still carry that silence. And on the other side, this has left wounds among black South Africans who felt abandoned, while many colored families quietly carried the unspoken truth.
Ek is trots om Isaac Masutu te wees, maar in die 80s, 84, het ek amptelik Isaac dokter geraak. Verskeie geleenthede het ek werk gesoek, en dan was die eerste ding, wie is jy? Masutu sê al klaar vir ons, baie pront het jy sy
En toe ek nou beginne werk, buite werk, het ek sien hoe die manne gevang vir dompaste, hoe swaar die swart man kry, en toe het ek besluit, dan speel ek ook kleerling, om wel te lewe.
The state created this division on purpose, giving small privileges to a few so that the solidarity could never grow among the majority. Apartheid didn't just separate us by law, it separated us by fear. Fear of each other. And so when we ask where are the tensions coming from between black and colored communities today, part of that answer lies here. A history of forced forgetting, Some of our grandparents survived by becoming someone else, and their children are still living with the aftermath. So if your family has blanks, if your surname doesn't quite match up with your language or your clan name, maybe it wasn't a mistake. Maybe this was their protection.